Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the North Texas Mean Green. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Balkasoon. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Physical running, fights off the defender. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? A quick juke. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Balkasoon. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball is not intercepted.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Blue Raiders will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 20. Past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not cool at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Might have to try the extra point. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Balkasoon. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Blue Raiders come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Aside from the play, could not escape the pass rush.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? It's caught.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The linebacker shifting around now. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To throw, it's Balkasoon. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The short completion of the tight end. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And they'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, what a move. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And the Blue Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
from second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
I really like the route here of the receiver. In the quick game, it's all about timing. The quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside here by that offensive line.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. North Texas's offense is back out there now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the fair catch is made, but hold on. There's a flag down. They have to kick this again. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he fires the football to the right side. deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offense coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on a first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
An empty backfield on second and short. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Balkasoon. He's running out of time here. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He makes the grab, and they'll get him down that time.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the ball is hauled in. Breaking free at the 35. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The Blue Raiders have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Blue Raiders will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner choosing to field this one. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught, second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made by the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it falls incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And this pass is on target. Caught. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
He's got it now inside the 10 and moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but not before making 1st down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made wide open way downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The Blue Raiders come to the line in a hurry-up. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Looking to pass, it's Balkasoon. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying to run it in, the defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. The play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to extend the play. Looking for 6. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought The easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
It's 4th and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's moving out of the pocket now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Balkasoon. Makes a quick grab. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward. Looking to throw yet again. Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense. And they hand it off to the back. Fighting off the defender. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Blue Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, North Texas Middle Tennessee, 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Falcasoon. And it's caught. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? You bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback.
Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, this defense has got to be elated. Third down in inches. Everybody's expecting a QB sneak, an easy run, pick up the first down. Instead, the defense sees pass, and they come up with a sack.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
It's a short completion at the big tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, North Texas. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Middle Tennessee, 28.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. Scanning the field, it's Balkasoon. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Blue Raiders come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Throw to the running back in the flat. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Blue Raiders are going to keep this drive moving. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch-and-catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. North Texas's offense is back out there now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the...
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
1st down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Touchdown, Mean Green. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense back on the field now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. To the air, it's Balkasoon. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get it down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.